It has been so long since I've recorded a tutorial video. All right, so y'all requested it. Here it is. This is the reintroduction to the micro farm series, which was a very popular series on my channel back in the day, which is actually what kind of got my name out there a little bit. So I figured we bring it back with the OG farm itself, the micro weed, carrot, and potato farm. Now, this isn't the same farm as before. There are timestamps in the description if you want to go ahead and skip all the rambling and get straight to wherever you want to go. But as of right now, we are going to be going ahead and looking at how this bad boy works and how it has changed from the original version that I made. Now, first and foremost, let me start off by saying this is a Bedrock edition farm. There are much faster farms for the Java edition. I can just tell you that right now. So you should probably go look for a different tutorial, in all honesty, if you do play Java. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into how this thing works, because I enjoy teaching when I make my redstone devices. I don't just like showing. So how this thing works, I'll go and get some seeds up in my inventory. Right now, it's pretty simple. All that you have to do, obviously, is just walk onto here, and then you go ahead and you plant your seeds and stuff. And now it gets stuck on the dirt sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't, but the important thing is that you stand as close as possible, and that is so that you can make sure that you pick everything up. Now, there are hoppers underneath, but these hoppers don't always pick everything up. They're there as sort of a failsafe. It's really there as a failsafe, as just in case like you're doing an AFK sesh and it starts overflowing, because obviously once there's a certain amount on here, it will just start overflowing and then entity cramming and then blah blah. They'll work their way to the hopper and the chest right here eventually. But this is for like lost drops in case you don't pick them up for some reason. It's sort of a last resort so they don't just despawn. Now, the circuitry. So we have to go down here a little bit. All right. So we have a simple little contraption. We have a pressure plate, and this pressure plate is going to power this redstone down here, which is going to power this piston, which then is going to push the two observers together, which will make a clock. Now that clock is going to power this block, which will power this redstone, and this redstone will then, oh no, and this redstone will then go ahead. Oh, I broke it. And this redstone will go ahead and power all these dispensers, and this block right here, since it's powered, will also power the piston. So we technically have a complete circuit right here if we just step on the pressure plate. And then it's up to you if you want to put trapdoors or something, but you just need something to keep the water in. That's all that this really is. And yeah, you waterlog the piston, and it's just a little 2x3 area. And I'm pretty proud of this thing. I think that this is like the final iteration, because I really don't know how you can get much more compact than this. And just one more thing. If you plan on doing an AFK sesh sort of thing with this farm, one thing that you can do is grab a dispenser, put it right here, and then you can get some redstone, put it right here, and then you can go ahead and fill it up with seeds so that as you place them down, they'll be dispensed into your inventory at the same speed as the clock. I don't know why you'd need this, but like it's just a, you know, it's a in case you run out sort of thing, once again. And then the last thing is this trapdoor. Now, if I go ahead and leave it on, obviously you can see that everything just stays here, right? Everything stays here nice and cozy, right? Now, if I go ahead and break this, okay? Now, if you watch, sometimes, occasionally, see stuff already is going flying out. So the trapdoor is basically here just to keep everything in. And it doesn't make that much extra, it doesn't take up that much extra space, if you catch my vibe. But yeah, that's how this farm works. That's the basics of the redstone circuitry. Now let's go ahead and get into the materials that you will need. So everything that you need is going to be in this chest right here. All right, so you're going to need 2 building blocks of choice. It doesn't really matter what. You need 1 piece of dirt. You need a hoe, obviously, to till that dirt. You need 5 redstone dust, 2 sticky pistons, 2 observers, 3 dispensers, 1 chest, a pressure plate. I would go with stone so that it doesn't accidentally get activated if something gets thrown on top. 2 stone buttons. You can change these for pressure plates or wooden buttons or really whatever, but you know, if it gets shot with an arrow, then you know the pistons could be stuck or whatever. You just need something to keep the water in. You need 2 hoppers. You need a water bucket. You don't need the bucket. You just need the water. And you need a trapdoor. You will also need bone meal for the dispensers, as well as wheat, carrots, and potatoes, but that is an afterthought. Okay, so you're going to want to get yourself a little 3x2 area, and the front is going to be the 2 wide, and the sides are the 3 wide, and the back is 2, obviously. So I enjoy starting off with where you want to stand, as well as where you want the chest to be. So let's go ahead and just figure that out, and then we'll go ahead and do the rest of the build off of that. So once you have decided where you want your initial station to be, go ahead and just dig down to where you are able to just stand in a hole. a frick. Okay, so it's completely up to you right here, but I prefer to always replace the blocks I put redstone on. But you want to put a piece of redstone dust directly underneath of the pressure plate. Now, a good way to just test to make sure that you did this right if you are new to redstone, just go ahead and put a piston down. If you step on it, it should go ahead and get powered from all the way down there. Next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and place a piston facing this direction. Sticky piston, that is. And then you're going to want to dig down a couple blocks because you want to place the observer upside down to where the face is going to be facing upwards. See this little face right here is really hard to miss, but you want it to face upwards, and the face always faces the opposite direction that you place it. So go ahead and fill that hole back up. Now go ahead and just jump out of the hole, and then you're going to want to place an observer right here facing the other direction. Now go ahead and place 2 pieces of dirt right here, but do not place a piece of dirt right here. Don't place anything where this observer moves to. Only place 2 pieces right here, and then go ahead and grab your hoppers and shift or crouch with the B, stick, circle, whatever your button is, and go ahead and put it into the chest, and then put the next hopper into this hopper. You have to crouch when placing hoppers because you want them to go into each other. If you simply place hoppers like this and this, they will not go into it. Now you can go ahead and throw a block right here, and the next thing that you're going to want to do is grab your 2 building blocks of choice and throw them right there. Next thing, come over here, put your sticky piston down right here, and go ahead and put your dirt right here. Next thing, place your dispenser there, and then go ahead and put a temp block right there, and place your last dispenser facing downwards. Go ahead and break the block, and go ahead and swing around, and when you place redstone on top of dispensers, you have to shift or else you will open them up. So shift click, place your redstone on top of the dispensers, and place a last piece right here. Go ahead and grab your buttons or whatever you're using to keep the water in here and place them down on top of the sticky pistons. You can go ahead and waterlog the sticky piston by just simply placing the water bucket inside of the sticky piston like that. Lastly, come around, place a block right here, and go ahead and put a trapdoor on the top of that block. Break this, shut the trapdoor, go ahead and till the dirt, and then you are done building the farm. Now the last thing that you're going to want to get is carrots, potatoes, seeds, and a lot of bone meal. So go ahead and place bone meal into the dispensers. You don't necessarily need to fill them up entirely. However, it does make it the best. If you don't have a skeleton farm, then I wouldn't recommend making this farm, and I'd honestly recommend just making a regular, big, massive wheat farm. But go ahead and fill it up with bone meal, and then you are good to just go ahead and start using your brand new carrot, potato, and wheat micro farm in the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. So that's going to be it for this video. This is going to be the introduction back into the micro farm game, baby. We back. Go ahead and leave requests to what you want to see next down below, because I really don't know what to make next. I could make another cow farm tutorial, but I think that the one that I have up right now is actually pretty solid. So leave your request down below. You want to see a wool farm, a sugarcane farm, I don't know. Get creative and I'll make it. Something that relates to redstone though, not game mechanics. Please. That's going to be it for this episode. Drop a like if you like this video and if you like the farm, if you like the 2.0 version of this farm, baby. Let's go. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.